Most people think thinking happens entirely inside the mind, but that's not really true. Because if you have ever tried to explain a complex idea, you have probably experienced something strange. An idea that felt perfectly clear in your head suddenly becomes vague the moment you try to explain it. A strategy that sounded brilliant internally starts revealing gaps once you draw it out. A problem that felt overwhelming becomes manageable once you map it visually. And that's because human thinking changes when thoughts becomes visible. Scientists, engineers, architects, writers, business leaders, strategists, some of the smartest people in the world just don't think internally. They practice what we might call visible thinking. They move ideas out of their heads into a form they can inspect, challenge, and improve. Not because they have bad memories, but because complex thinking becomes clearer when it becomes visible. My name is Saman. You are watching BB Plus, my channel about business basics and more. Thinking on paper is the process of moving ideas out of your head and into a form you can see, examine, and improve. That might be writing a paragraph, drawing a diagram, sketching a process, building a spreadsheet, creating a framework, or simply making a list. The format doesn't matter as much as the principle. Paper is simply a metaphor. Today, that paper might be a notebook, a whiteboard, a spreadsheet, a document, or even an AI workspace. Instead of trying to hold everything in your mind at once, you create an external space where ideas can evolve and become clearer. Thinking on paper is not just about recording your thinking, it's about improving your thinking. And that distinction becomes important once we understand the limits of thinking entirely inside our heads. The human brain is extraordinary, but it also has limits, especially when complexity starts increasing. Because the moment you are trying to hold multiple variables, competing priorities, assumptions, trade offs, possibilities, uncertainties, all at the same time, thinking starts breaking down. And the dangerous part is, it often doesn't feel like it's breaking down. Thoughts inside your head usually feel more complete than they really are. That's why people can feel incredibly confident about an idea until they try to explain it, or write it down, or diagram it. And suddenly the gaps appear, the contradictions appear, the missing assumptions appear. Because internally the brain compresses complexity. Externally, complexity becomes visible. That's a very important difference. Your brain is excellent at generating thoughts, but it's not designed to reliably hold large amounts of complex data internally for long periods of time. That is why visible thinking matters so much. Most people think writing is something you do after thinking, but often writing is the thinking. Richard Feynman once pushed back when someone described his notebooks as a record of his thinking. Feynman replied, I actually did the work on the paper. For him, the paper wasn't recording the thinking. The paper was helping create the thinking. And this applies far beyond writing. It includes sketching, mapping, diagramming, whiteboards, flowcharts, frameworks, models, and spreadsheets. The moment thought becomes visible, something changes. You can now inspect it, rearrange it, question it, refine it, challenge it. Thought becomes improvable once they become visible. And that is why intelligent people rely so heavily on external systems. Not because they cannot think, but because visible thinking creates leverage. Once ideas leave your head and become visible, your brain no longer has to spend all its energy trying to hold them. Now it can work on them. That's a huge shift. Because a thought trapped inside your head is fluid, fast moving, compressed, emotional, unstable. But a thought on paper becomes slower, clearer, inspectable, structured, and that structure changes cognition. Once you start seeing this, you realize something important. Many of our most powerful forms of reasoning rely on systems outside the brain. Think about whiteboards, notebooks, engineering drawings, financial models, architecture plans, maps, dashboards, organizational charts, and strategy frameworks. These are not just documents, they are thinking systems. External systems humans use to manage complexity. And as complexity grows, intelligence becomes less about remembering and more about organizing. That's an important shift because complexity eventually exceeds what our working memory in our heads can comfortably manage. That is why engineers sketch systems. That is why founders cover whiteboards with arrows. That is why architects draw plans. That is why military organizations use maps. That is why strategy sessions almost always involve some form of visible structure. Not because smart people love markers and notebooks, but because visibility improves reasoning. This becomes even more important inside organizations because businesses are really systems of coordinated thinking. And once many people are involved, internal thinking is no longer enough. You need shared visibility, shared structure, shared understanding. That is why businesses produce strategy text, product roadmaps, process maps, organization charts, financial models, operating procedures, architecture diagrams. These are not just business documents, they are shared reasoning systems. One of the best examples of this is Amazon. Amazon famously replaced PowerPoint presentations with structured 6-page memos. Why? Because bullet points can hide weak thinking. A polished slide deck can create the illusion of clarity, but structured writing forces reasoning to become explicit. Assumptions become visible, logic becomes testable, contradictions become easier to spot. And before discussion even begins, everyone in the room reads the memo silently. Because the goal is not performance, goal is understanding. Good communication is often a reflection of good thinking. And this idea becomes even more important in the age of AI because AI dramatically increases information flow, speed, options, output, responses. But information is not understanding. AI can generate information, but it cannot decide what matters. Humans still need to organize information into understanding. In fact, too much information often creates more cognitive overload. And AI can sometimes make weak thinking feel intelligent because fluent answers are not same thing as clear thinking. This is why structured external thinking becomes more valuable, not less. The easier answers become, the more valuable structured thinking becomes. Many of the best AI workflows still involve diagrams, maps, frameworks, whiteboards, structured notes, visible planning systems, because humans still need ways to manage complexity externally too. Another thing intelligent people understand is that clarity rarely appears instantly. It emerges gradually, and that process is often messy. A lot of people freeze when they face a blank page because they think good thinking should appear fully formed. But most great thinking starts rough. Messy sketches, bad first drafts, loose ideas, broken structures, half finished thoughts, and then refinement begins. That is why many writers separate writing from editing. These are different cognitive modes. One explores, the other refines. Clarity is usually the result of thinking, not the starting point of thinking. And often the fastest way to clarity is not waiting for perfect thoughts. It's starting with imperfect ones because clarity is rarely discovered. More often, it is developed. One draft, one sketch, one diagram, one revision at a time. Human intelligence has never existed entirely inside the brain. It has always relied on external systems, writing, mathematics, maps, diagrams, books, frameworks, spreadsheets, computers, and now AI systems. These are not simply tools, they are ways humans extend their ability to reason beyond biological limits. In a world where information is becoming abundant, clarity is becoming scarce, and the people who learn to think visibly may have a significant advantage over those who simply consume more information because understanding doesn't happen when information enters the mind. It happens when ideas become visible enough to inspect, organize, challenge, and improve. And sometimes that process begins with something as simple as a blank page. Thanks for watching. If the video made you to think about thinking, I think you feel good about subscribing the channel. See you soon.